Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to film a video about college and advice and tips. Now I do want to make a disclaimer, I am not a professional at giving advice, to be honest. I'm just telling you guys things from my experience, what I've learned so far being a college girl, and pretty much things that I would give like to my, I don't know, future self, or like to someone who is about to go to college next year. I just want to give you guys advice from my perspective. So a little background, I actually go to a community college here where I stay in Florida. I am a freshman in college, so I personally am working up to get my associate's degree at this community college that I go to, and then after 2 years I want to transfer to a university of my choice to get a degree. So yes, that's my plan. Everyone sometimes have a plan, sometimes you don't. But I just want to tell you guys a little bit of advice from just like I said, my experience with college. And by the way, if I look at the viewfinder, like if I'm looking up and not the camera, I really do apologize. I'm trying to train myself to look at the camera and not the viewfinder, so I'm sorry for that. So I'm 18. I graduated May 2019, May 24th to be exact. Wait, was it May 24th? Yeah. Now when I entered my freshman year of high school, I'm gonna be honest, community college was the last thing that I wanted to do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm laughing at it now because it's like, I literally told my parents, I told all my friends, I was like, I'm not going to community college, I'm going to university, this, that, and the other. That's like, I'm not raising my hand. And it's funny because it's like, now I go to a community college and I love it so much, and it's one of the best decisions I personally made for myself. Do I think community college is for everyone? I don't know. I guess you would have to figure it out yourself. But personally, like, knowing who I am, I knew that I think I would be able to succeed if I were to go to a university, but I think it would be harder. I think there's pros and cons going to a community college versus going to a university, or vice versa. So I'm not trying to downplay anyone who goes to a university, because if you go to a university, that's super good. But for me personally, I preferred going to a community college instead. So the perks of going to a community college, the number one thing to me that the number one thing that stands out is the amount of money that you save. So I know that we have like this like idea of like, okay, when you're in college you become broke, and I'm not the richest person alive, trust me, but I am able to say that I've saved a lot of money that I can save towards going to an actual university. I'm saving a whole bunch of money for tuition. I'm saving a whole bunch of money from room and boarding, I mean food. Not really so much transportation. I mean, I do drive my car to school. I do pay for my gas, so that's a little different story. But the classes itself, like the tuition, is definitely a big difference when going to a community college. Another thing is the class size. So the classes that I'm enrolled in 4 classes right now, so I'm considered a full-time student. The most amount of students in my class would be around 20 to 25. I know that at some universities, especially lecture classrooms, there's like hundreds of students. Now, I do want to make this clear. Not all of my professors necessarily know my name. I think like my math teacher knows my name. That's really it. I mean, I think a big difference from high school and college is that you can't really expect for the professor to know your name, because they have way more students than you think. The class size is really nice because I'm able to just like connect with other people in the class, but also connect with the professor. So the professor, they may not know my name exactly, but they know my face. I hope they know my face. Now, I do know some of you guys are probably thinking, well, how do you have a social life if you go to a community college? You go to school and you're literally going to your house. And some of you guys may think, okay, well, that doesn't leave any time for socials. You can't go to parties, etc., etc. Now, I will admit there's no parties in community college. I mean, they have like group like celebrations, but they don't have like a party down the street. You don't really have that for a community college. But one thing that you do have is a lot of organizations that you can join just as a university. So you can join clubs. I joined American Sign Language Club. I joined Spanish Club. So, you know, there's different things that you can still juggle while taking classes. Mind you, the same classes that I'm taking versus people who are at universities, they're paying more for these classes while I'm paying way less, and they're the same exact class. So that's another perk of going to a community college. When I graduated high school, I automatically thought, okay, I have to have a plan. I have to study this. Believe it or not, when it came to reality, one day I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I don't know what exactly I want to study. I think going to a community college kind of shapes you and leans you towards what you really want to study. I feel like you have more options to explore, like, okay, this is what I definitely don't want to do versus this is what I want to do. I finally decided that I wanted to go to a community college. I wouldn't say nervous was the word that I like, the thing I was feeling. I think out of all feelings, I was a little kind of like embarrassed, like oh, like a teacher would be like, oh, how many of you guys are going to go to a community college? And I would be that one student. I felt a little ashamed because I felt like the high school that I went to was a very rigorous school, and I felt like all these 4 years I put my hard work into just to go to a community college, and that is completely false. I feel like if you are tempted to go to a community college, really look into it, you know, tour the school and see what options are available for you. Because I toured the community college that I go to now, and I really fell in love. I saw the amount of perks in it, and at first, before I went, I felt kind of like less worth, or like less valuable than other students, because so many of like my friends that I knew were going off to like out-of-state colleges and colleges who had 4-year degree plans, and I was just sitting there like, I'm stuck at a community college, I'm stuck in my hometown. This is not really what I expected, but it really is one of the best decisions I feel like I've ever made, because it's for me. Like, if you can't follow someone else's steps, you know, just because all your friends are going to universities. I think that it's important to be happy for them, because most of my friends, really like most of my friends, went to universities, and you know, it was just kind of me like just staying here. But I'm so glad that I stayed, and I feel like I really do benefit from staying. I'm able to like save money, I'm able to come straight home, I'm able to have free meals. Another thing that helped me was like my parents were very supportive. I know a good amount of people who their parents want them to like, oh, you're gonna grow up to be a doctor, you're gonna grow up to be a lawyer, so on and so forth. My parents, however, really did support me, which helped like a lot. I felt like my parents really didn't judge me whether I go to a community college or not, because at the end of the day, as long as I'm going to someone's school, that's really what matters. It was a very tough decision for me because, like I said earlier in the video, I didn't plan on going to one, and then I kind of came to a realization like, no, this is really for me. And this is not to like brag or anything, but I'm making like straight A's at a community college, and it really helps boost my GPA, and it also allows me to have more time to figure out where do I want to go for a university. I get to research universities more and think like, okay, why does this university deserve me, not why do I deserve to go to this university. My advice to everyone is just to apply for scholarships, because that helps like a lot. Scholarships is literally free money, and all you have to do is write an essay, turn in your transcripts, get letters of rec. So I highly suggest that if you are a junior or a senior, definitely look for scholarships. There's literally a scholarship for being left-handed. I'm left-handed. Barack Obama is left-handed, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys out there left-handed. There's a scholarship for that. There's a scholarship for being African American. So it really is a scholarship for everything. There's no excuse to not sign up or not do an essay for scholarships. Something really told me to make this video, because I know that there's a lot of people out there who are in high school, whether it's your sophomore or even freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior year who are stressing and they're like, I don't know what college I want to go to. But let me just say something. It really doesn't matter where you're starting off, but it does matter where you're going. So like I said earlier, like I was so ashamed that I was going to a community college. I was like, who goes there? No one wants to stay here. But it really helped me, and trust me, if I didn't like it, I would say something. The amount of intelligent people that I meet is just beyond amazing. The amount of resources that I have is even more amazing. I just really hope I helped at least one person who watched this video, who's kind of like contemplating on like, okay, should I go here or should I go there? Like I said, do what's best for you. Do not follow your friends. Do not say, okay, since all of my friends are going to a 4-year university, I gotta go. No. Literally there's no shame in going to community colleges. I literally walk around and I'm like, yes, like I go to a community college. I'm very proud of myself, and I recognize like how much I'm growing. It's really amazing. I really hope at least one of you guys got something from this video. I think I just said like a whole bunch of information. I hope this video is not like rambled and like juttered all in different things. I really hope you guys got something from this video, because yeah. And feel free, if you're watching this video and you're like still like debating, feel free to like contact me on like social media or anything. DM me, or like, wait, I deleted my Snapchat, so like yeah, you can feel free to like DM me or just message me and just ask me like, how is it really going to a community college? At the end of the day, make the decision for you. Don't make your decision because your parents said do this or that your best friend is doing this. Literally, my best friend and I go to colleges in different states and we're still best friends. So it is hard at times, but at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you, whatever's going to benefit you. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys are interested in more videos like this. Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching this if you came to the end, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.